Hey everybody, it's Julie from Mystical Moonchild. How are we today? I hope you're happy and well. And we're doing today's angel messages. And here they come. Spiritual growth. So this is an exciting card for you. This is you coming from this rosebud and just opening like the beautiful, loving, nurturing person you're supposed to be. You are evolving. And that is just lovely. So with your spiritual growth, you've obviously made changes in your life because, you know, it's the only way we get to move forward, really. We've got to change things. So what's not working, you know, we just let it go. So new possibilities, and create new possibilities for what it is you do want. So you don't spend time on what's not working. Just let it go. It's not always an easy place to be with spiritual growth, because in that as well, you can lose people along the way, right? And they might have been the closest people to you, friends, family, work colleagues. But when they see you connected and in a happier space, they don't always come to the party and follow, you know, who you're becoming. And therefore, you know, they can get nasty out of nowhere. They can just sabotage you in so many ways. But to cut a long story short, we grow. And you're on your journey and they're on their journey, and you know, we wish them well because we're not all learning the same thing at the same time, and we understand that. Okay, so it is what it is. Just send them love. Just send them love. That's all you can do. But like, sometimes when you're growing, this can be a very solitude path, if you like, where you really got to go within and you see things fall away, and you might over question it, but like, you shouldn't, because it is what it is. It's just time for you to work out what's important to you, what sits with you in your heart space, what makes you happy. Okay, and sometimes, you know, that's not everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. And to see you actually more engaged in yourself too, to better yourself. You know, sometimes you get a lot of, just sabotage coming your way, or they pull you off course. Because where you know and you're listening and you're evolving and things are moving forward and doors are opening, and all of a sudden there's this huge shift in your life, you know, they could be dragging you out and go, come on, let's go to the pub now, you know, and you're going, oh, I don't want to, it's too noisy. But you feel obligated because these are your friends or family, okay? But you can say no. That's just a distraction, okay, to get you from being where you are to where somebody else wants to pull you back into. Because they like that control, that manipulation over you. So if you start doing things for you, it doesn't always gel with everybody. And that's okay, as long as you understand why it's happening and it's not you, you're fine. Okay? You will find your own soul group. You will find people that just love where you are and want to be there with you and, you know, grow together. Okay? You really, really do. But sometimes you've got to do some weeding, or the weeding happens for you. And that's okay too. So just don't take it on board in that heart space, you know, what have you done wrong? They don't like this new, happier version of yourself. That's not on you, okay? That's on them. Because they too could join that spot. I mean, here you are growing and evolving, and they could come right along with you. You know, you could do your cards together, you could meditate together, you could do so many things together and just gravitate upwards, right? So they've got that choice. But if that's not where they want to be, and that's where you want to be, you got to really honour yourself, come into your authentic self. And I like what come out with this, okay, with your spiritual growth. So we've just gone on to that little spiel of, you know, how things happen, and sometimes it can be quite solitary. Not all the time, but you'll find you get gentler. You come climatized in your own space, and you like your own space, and you create your own sanctuary, and you have things peaceful, and you're not running to the phone and answering it every 5 minutes, and you're not, you know, buying into other people's drama. It's just like all of a sudden it's like a big weight that just disintegrates around you, and you just feel happy like the hermit in your own space, in your peace, where you can think without all this outside interference, okay? And it is a really nice space. Anyways, so with that, to help you, we have the Archangel Michael. Surprise, surprise, right? And Archangel Michael is the bouncer angel. He's the remover of negative energy. He's the one that will stand up and have your back and your front. In conflicting situations, you just call him in. He will keep you safe. Okay? And it's really good to build up that repertoire with him and get to know who he is. And that's quite easy to do. Now, bringing me into that. Last night, I had some phone messages about your guardian angel. Can I give you a name for your guardian angel? No, I cannot. And I shall tell you why. Okay? Now, the same as calling in Archangel Michael, you call in your guardian angel. So you take some deep breaths, you connect, you feel the roots growing out of the soles of your feet, into the earth, around the crystals, down the stream. You know, you connect from your higher self all the way up to the divine. You call in Archangel Michael to keep you safe and protected in this meditative space. And if we're specifically wanting to work with your guardian angel, you call in your guardian angel. So just closing your eyes and breathing. You know, breathe in 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4. Doing a few rounds of this. Then your intent is, dear guardian angel, can you please give me a name so that I can connect with you? And it's as simple as that. But what's not simple for people is if they get a name, say, oh, the guardian angel said their name was Frank. Oh, but Frank's my brother, or Frank, I know, you know, like you've got to trust the first name that you get. And your guardian angels don't always have names. It's us that choose to have a name for them. So when we call them, you know, it helps you connect better personally. But at the same time, like your spirit guides, ask for a sign. See if you get a sensation in your body. You know, you might just feel really, really happy. Or you might feel wings wrapped around you. Might feel like someone's blowing on the back of your neck or ear. You may have a smell. Might have nice floral smell, flowers or something else. You may have a colour. Because remember, angels and guides, we are all frequency. Frequency is measured in like, I guess like hertz or colours. You know, each colour symbolises something. So when you want to know the name of your guardian angel, you've got to sit in that space, because it's not always what you think it is, okay? Because it could come across so different. Because we have other senses involved here, but we can get a name. It could be a way out there name that you never heard of before. It could be a really common name. But they will give that to you so you feel like you've connected. When you are connected anyway, but we have this funny sense of thinking we're doing something wrong and we're not where we should be, and you are, okay? And just, you know, it could be a colour, it could be a feeling, you know, your heart could be all fluttery, you know, like, just trust what you get. The whole word in this is when you set your intention, trust which way it comes back to you. So for that lovely gentleman or lady last night, like, this is the best way I can describe it. You just got to center yourself, connect yourself, breathe, put out your intention, and trust what you receive. Okay? Same with working with Archangel Michael. You know, like being an archangel, sometimes they can feel really tall. They can feel really, really big, you know, because they are. They're huge. You know, you could be looking up and still not seeing their head. They're huge, right? So whichever way it comes to you, without startling you or scaring you, they will come through. And you just go with that. You just trust. And then you just keep asking, you know, like if you don't trust what you get, say on a different day, it's like, okay, guardian angel, don't know why Frank keeps coming to my head, but Frank, are you here today? He will give you the same response. Okay? And he's there. Then you got to trust that he's there. I mean, then you can go into automatic writing, and there's a whole other lot of different ways to connect, but we'll just start off very basically with the meditation. And getting used to being in that space and just feeling everything let go, and then be open to receive. And then you can ask, like, guardian angel, what is my message today? What is it I need to know? How do I get to know you better? Ask your questions and just see what comes. Just let it flow. Don't push it. If nothing comes, that's okay. Say thank you, guardian angel. Or thank you, Archangel Michael. I'll try again another day. But at the same time, something else might filter through during the day, okay? So you've got this. Trust. Because the angels are always with you. But because of our free will, we have to actually call them in. I mean, sometimes with Archangel Michael, because of circumstances, if something that shouldn't be happening is happening and it's life-threatening, he can jump in and intervene. But generally, we call them in, you know. That's our choice, our free will. So we know all these personalities are around, you know, our star people, our guardian angels, our ascended masters, our archangels, our spirit guides, our unicorns, our mermaids, our dragons, you know, like, the list goes on. You can do this same process with each and every one of them. If you want to hold a crystal in your hand as well, you can do that too. But just, you know, just trust what you get. Just sit in that space and see what comes through. What comes through, not overthinking. Okay? And sometimes when you do write something down, you'll realise it's not the way that you would say things anyway, and there's a verification. You'll always get verification. Okay, so I hope this helps everybody. And yes, you can have twin guardian angels. You know, like, just trust. Let me know how you go. Let me know if you'd like more information like this. Let me know if you want me to actually do this spiel. So you can, like on YouTube, so you can sit there on YouTube and just go with it and see how that goes for you. Okay? I am here to teach you what you would like to know. Okay, bye for now.